It's week 5 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Bulldogs, next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 22, Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So they bring out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, McAllister. And this one is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Off play action, McAllister. And that is incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Hines stiff-armed him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in
touchdown. It's complete. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bulldogs have taken the early lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Off the play fake. McAllister. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Off-play action. McAllister. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He'll try and throw for it here. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Off the play fake. McAllister. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. He's almost...
Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. He's to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Touchdown! Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bulldogs have moved out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Off play action. McAllister. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's go.
It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Off the play fake, McAllister. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Off play action. McAllister, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, Hines. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. McAllister. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. McAllister. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So thanks. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both teams making their final adjustments. We're closing in on the second half. And for the cup, let's get you back over to London, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
Off play action. McAllister rolling to his right. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. McAllister. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off play action. McAllister. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Looking to throw. McAllister. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching it point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. All day, just like that.
On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action now. Here's pressure coming, and they got him once again. Isaiah Simmons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, McAllister. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Watch 81, fellas, watch 81. 51, Mike 51. Watch the slants, watch the slants.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is Hines. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Offside. Keep it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Mayfield. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now Mayfield. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brevin Jordan. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now down on the scoreboard. 90 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off play action. McAllister. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Off the play fake. McAllister. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Off play action. McAllister. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Off the play fake. McAllister on the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off play action. McAllister. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. London about set to take over on offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On second down, right back to Hines. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra